I think you very much embody that. I think it's very clear when you talk to you.
One show I feel like that never got its due or its proper run. I thought Vice Principals was so fucking funny, man.
Walton Goggins, shows that never get their due. Hey, man.
That felt like it should have been like a 10.
Well, here's the thing. Like, I agree with you. And look, I think Danny McBride is arguably one of the most interesting storytellers in the last 15 years.
Yeah.
I mean, look at what he's done, you know, and just like if you closed your eyes and you listened to people in a room and you heard the volume of fucking laughter, like the worlds, the three worlds that he's created just in television alone, I just think he's one of the best out there, and I'm very fortunate to consider him and to be considered. You know, he's a very good dear friend of mine. But Vice Principals was only ever meant to be 2 seasons.
Oh, was it?
It was only a fall semester and a spring semester.
Okay.
And it was based on a film that.
Why was that though? Did you guys not like? You just wanted to keep it.
I think that's what he wanted to. That's what he wanted to do.
Because that, I mean, I expected that to go on forever.
Yeah, you know, and maybe there's I mean, you know, we've had those conversations. You know, about is there another? You know, what that, you know, kind of what that would look like. You know, and I know he has it in his head a little bit, and it would have to be something radically different from that experience. But I would love to know what Neil Gamby and Lee Russell are doing now.
That's incredible.
Speaking of comedies, when you did, I'm sure you've been asked this, so I apologize. But when you did Misbehaving, did you know? Like, were you like, this is gonna be a smash hit?
Well, you know, I wasn't. I don't think about it in those terms. I mean, and to be quite honest with you, Danny knew that I was a clogger. You know, and that I kind of raised that way, you know, and so I think maybe that was a part of it. But you know, I'm not a singer, but I've got 3 or 4 hits on Apple Music.
But I got a house that fucking
big hits on Apple Music. But I was so intimidated, you know, kind of by the process, and Jennifer Nettles, who you know plays Amy Lee, one
of the all-time great voices.
Yeah, I mean, Rich
Sugarland,
one of the
college.
Yeah, mate. Yeah, it's huge. Like butter, and I'm like, oh God, here we go. But we got into the studio the first time, and Danny was sitting out there, and it's like, man, why are you fucking here, man? Like, honestly, why don't you just leave? You know, like, I'm intimidated enough, man. It's like, it's okay, man, it's okay. But we did it, and I just thought, you know, I'm just gonna come from the heart and do the best I can, and you know, and sing my song, and it was I think the worst compliment I've ever been given was by Joey or somebody. I think it was Joey. And he said, you know what's great about you? Your voice is good enough to believe that for everyone to believe that you would never make it as a singer. And I was like, thank you.
Method acting, playing a role.
Hey, that's a very nice thing, you know. Thanks. Okay. Great.
That's funny.
I mean, so the list goes on and on, but